see the hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about the next topic, that is the diseases of roots. So in that, first disease is dieback. As we discussed earlier, dieback means what? The infection is start from the tip of the leaves and then it progress backward to the leaves. So that dieback is caused by the fungus Diplodia rosarum. Then what happens if regarding symptoms, that pruned surface of the twigs, it dries tip downwards. Twig become brown to dark brown to black. The disease passes from branches twig to the main stem, from where it is spread to the roots. That means from the tip it will be transferred to the main stem here at the leaves, then it will be transferred to the stem here, and from the stem it will be goes to the roots. Finally, it kills whole plant. Stem and roots show the browning of the internal tissue. So as we know that here the brownish black spot is observed on the leaves. That spot that are if favorable condition is arises in environment, so that spot are connected with each other to form a large lesion. Here the picture is in the each and every spots are connected with each other and the dark lesions are formed. So this is about the main infection or symptoms. Regarding perpetuation, that fungus persist or survive in the dead twigs or the leaves and the stalk of the withered blooms. And secondary source of infection is through the wind. Regarding control measure, pruning should be done so that the lesions on the shoots are eliminated. So regular pruning we can do that. Then next we can spray the crop with copper oxychloride at a rate of 0.2% or difulton at a rate of 0.2%. Or if that fungicide is not available, so we can spray the crop with chlorothalonil at a rate of 0.2% or mancozeb at a rate of 0.2%. So that fungicides is recommended for the control of that disease. Next disease, which is one of the most important disease because it causes the severe loss in the yield, that is called as the powdery mildew disease. Here in powdery mildew disease, here that powdery mildew of rose is caused by Specialotheca panosa. Regarding symptoms, the disease appear as a slightly raised blister-like areas on the young leaves. Soon, leaves are covered with the grayish white. Here the grayish white patches is observed on the leaves, that is powdery growth is observed on the leaves. When the leaves expand, they become curled and destroyed. Here when the leaves become expand, so curling of the leaves is also takes place when the infestation is severe. Then the lesions on the or on older leaves, mostly a large white patches of the fungal growth is appears. Here the lesions on the leaves may be appears more or less discolored and may it becomes necrotic. Next symptom is whitish patches is observed here on the leaves and on the flowers. White patches is observed here. Mostly that white patches of fungal growth is appears on the young growth shoots, and they may coalesce and cover entire portion of the growing shoots. So this is about the symptoms of that powdery mildew of rose. Regarding the perpetuation, the fungus is survive as a mycelium in dormant buds and shoots. So ascospores acts as the primary source of infection, and secondary spread is through the wind-borne conidia. Regarding management strategy, the disease and the fallen leaves should be collected and burned. Next, the force spraying at 10 days interval of wettable sulfur or dinocap. If we use the wettable sulfur, so we can use 0.3%, or if you use dinocap, so we can use 0.03%, or carbendazim 0.1% for control of that disease effectively. Then spraying with Falton at a rate of 0.3%, plus carbendazim 0.025% is also controls the disease. So this is about the control measure of that powdery mildew disease. Then next is also called as an black leaf spot. Here the next disease is also called as an black leaf spot here, or it is also called as an it is also called as an dieback also. So it is caused by the fungus Diplocarpon roseae. Regarding symptoms, the disease is characterized by the presence of black spots on the leaves, and the dark brown spot will be appeared on the stem. Here dark colored spots is appeared on the stem. So what happens, that spot which is appeared on the stem, so it may be a more or less circular or irregular. So what happens, if the infestation is severe, so that spot is increases in their size and it covers the entire area, and sometimes the dropping of the leaves or the wilting of the leaves takes place, because infestation is takes place at the tip of the leaves or at the tip of the stem, or mostly at the tip of the stem, and the infestation is spread towards the backward. So this is about this is about the symptoms. Regarding perpetuation, so ascospore here, the plant debris acts as a primary source of infection, and water is acts as a secondary source of infection. So for control measure, we can spray the crop with tridomorph at a rate of 0.025%, or Captain at a rate of 0.2%, or Fabum at a rate of 0.2%. As the fungus it perpetuates on the old diseased leaves and stem, it is necessary to collect and destroy them at the end of season, or after pruning. We can collect the infected leaves and infected stem also and destroy it. Then we can use the resistant variety like the Belia, John Cabot, and Carefree Beauty. These are the resistant variety against that disease. So this is about cultural control. So if you have any difficulty regarding that topic, so you can ask me. Thank you.